everyone, I recently got this Sunferno solar charger by Flintstone, and I wanted to do a quick review on it. I did a review on this one in the past, and this one, pretty good solar charger for the price, $25–30. This one I believe is $35–40. But I wanted to do a review on this. The first thing before I open this up, the first thing I noticed is this has actually got a manufacturer on it, Sunferno, somebody behind the product, where this doesn't really have anything. And I've seen this exact type from a few different suppliers, so you know, I don't know. It's not necessarily a knock on this because this is actually stood up, but I just wanted to kind of mention that. I like the fact that this has a one-year guarantee from the company itself, so you've actually got somebody. If it for some reason it breaks, you've got somebody to contact. I do like that. So let's go ahead and open this up. The specs on these are about the same as far as the 5,000 milliwatt hours and the charging capacity and all that. What I'm going to do after I open this up is test it with my phone and everything and the solar charger and see how it stands up to this one that I've used quite a few times actually. So opening it up, it's got the directions, all of that good stuff. Looks like it's got the power cord or the adapter to plug it in. It's got the carabiner, same thing that this little thing had. Pull this out, and it is the same that goes for this. It's water resistant, not waterproof, meaning that if you have it on your bag and it's raining, I've actually left this one out in the rain, still works fine. It's the rubberized protective. You can see that that if it drops or anything, it's not going to damage it. It's not you know, made out of the hard plastic or something that's real brittle. It's got the dual USB chargers, one on each side with these covers on it that help keep the water out. This side has got, so you can charge two devices at one time as long as it's less than 2 amps, I believe, 2.1 amps. This side's got the mini USB and the USB, and the solar panel looks, you know, basically the same. Looks like it might be a little bit better. We're going to see though. This one takes about 5 hours to charge my phone and doesn't fully charge with solar. But from talking to these guys, I found out that the solar panel is actually an emergency charger, so it's not meant to charge completely or charge solely by the solar panel. If you take it up camping and it's got a full charge on it, it'll charge your phone up 1.5 times. At least this one will. And after that, you're dependent on that emergency solar charge. So let's go out and see. I'm not going to waste your time talking about specs or anything. They're basically the same. But what I'm going to do is test this, see how long it takes to charge my battery, see how long it takes in the sun to get this charged, how high it will charge with the sun, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I spent the last couple of days testing this out, seeing how it compares to this cheaper version, this kind of no-name brand version of the same 5,000 milliwatt amp hour solar charger. Some of the things that I uncovered was it's you know, they're basically the same. They will do the same jobs. You turn it on, it'll charge your phone. What this one right here takes about 5 hours to fully charge my dead phone, completely charge it, and it probably charges 1.5, maybe a little bit less than that, times on a full charge. And the solar panel, a lot of people won't tell you this, and these guys were cool enough to say it, the solar panel on these is an emergency charger, meaning it won't charge all the way. I don't know if you can see that, but it charges to about halfway, and I think it's 35–40%. So you won't be able to charge it fully unless you plug it in and charge it. But in a situation where you need that, say you're on a hike, you're using your phone a lot because of GPS or something, you've got that 1.5 times with this just charged, and then on that solar charge you can keep it charged up if you're in an emergency situation or anything like that. It took about 4 hours to charge my phone completely, and it took about half of it, so I'm thinking maybe it'll charge it 2 times, maybe a little bit less than that on a full charge. But I'm not quite sure on that. The big difference to me is that this is an actual company, whereas this is a no-name. If I need to get this replaced because, you know, they're made in China, some work, some don't. I haven't had any issues with this at all yet, but I know that there's somebody I can contact and say, hey, mine, you know, mine crapped out. I used it once going camping, and now it won't work anymore. At least you've got somebody, and it's got a 1-year warranty. That's the main thing to me, because with these mass-produced items, they can fail, and they do fail. Like I said, haven't had any issues yet. One last thing with this too is I kind of on accident, I kind of did it on purpose. It was raining outside, so I left it out there just to see. I was going to go grab it, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to leave it there for a minute. But it still works just fine. Everything's dried. Like you can see, it charges my phone. Everything's working. So I'm going to plug it in, see if it charges all the way and all that. It also has the same with this thing, the light on the front. If you just hold the button down, the light comes on. You hold the button down, goes off. Not any sort of bright tactical flashlight or anything, but if you're stuck in your car or anything like that, you need to search for your keys or, you know, something. You're looking in the engine trying to find a screw to tighten something up. It'll work pretty well. So, and that will stay on for, I've had it on for 24 hours straight, and it barely even drained the battery. So. But that's it with this. I really like this Sunferno. I'm going to keep testing these out. My daughters use this all the time for their cell phones, and it's still working. I'm going to do the same thing with this. Take this up camping, use it as much as I can. Probably keep it in my truck and just try to use it and see how long it'll last, and then I'll post a video in the future. But all in all, the Flintstone Sunferno, I would suggest spending the extra few bucks. You can get these cheap ones, and it's kind of a crapshoot, but I would suggest spending the extra few bucks and getting something that you know is going to be a little bit more reliable. And if it's not, then at least you've got somebody to contact and get your money back. But if you could, please subscribe to the channel below. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in the next video.